Hi, Vendra. Thank you so much for coming to the Founder Talk. How's it going?
Hello, and thank you for inviting me here. It's doing very good. I've been practicing my pitch a lot.
That is good. So let's start giving an introduction to yourself, and after we can move to the pitch.
Okay. Introducing myself. My name is Venla Elovaara, and I'm the founder and CEO of StuDisco company, one of the moms of the business idea. So let me introduce you to StuDisco, a software and training house where we do gamified solutions for harm reduction. Our mission is to increase employment in youth, raise well-being of society, and develop the substance and mental health education. And why we do this is that the problem is huge. There is 35 million people worldwide suffering from drug use disorders, and 280 million people have depression. And the COVID situation made the depression among youth from bad situation to critical situation. Our solution for the problem is to build StuDisco ecosystem where we have the game production for the education game and a web event for the to increase awareness. Then there will be the training program to work as a remedial internship where the youngsters will participate to the production and will learn about the topics and practice their working skills. The business model is to have a parent company where we have the game franchise, training program, merchandise, and event production. Then there will be subsidiary companies with a local partner that will be operating this local offices where they will have the student journey service. The total market size in mental health is 375 billion euros. We can also fit to the education technology and gaming markets if we really want to. To compare with the competitors, we are the only game that has the scalable game design and is run by a company, not a university project. And only our first edition, Kanti 1.0, is already 5 hours of game content when the competitor has 10 minutes. And here is the crew behind the business idea and the company. There is Rodrigo Quintana, who is our lead game artist, Santeri Loitenmaa, who is the lead programmer, and Tommi Heikkinen, who is the lead scriptwriter and the game designers. Then there's Sami Rauhala and Christian Tinlander, who is supporting me with the management work. So we have the in-house development crew to do the game. We have had steering committee for the project Kanti for the last 3 years with the specialists from the field, and currently we are building our advisory board. The strategic partners are the Out of Despair projects from the Finnish Institute for Health and Welfare. Also, Turku City with their Selvästi Yes project is supporting with the game distribution, and the local NGOs who have been supporting us since the day one. I got the business idea 2016 when I had the idea to do employment service for need youth in beauty industry. But during my qualification studies to be a community educator, I found out that there is a lack of education material in substance education and also a huge problem in the IT and media industry in the employment sector. So when we established the company 2020, we iterated the idea to do employment service for IT and media industry and started to do the educational game for substance education. Big milestone for us was year 21 when we got our first funding from the regional state administration agency who has supported our project for the last 3 years. 2022 we won the JCI Finland Innovation of the Year and we did huge game testing around Kuopio and Turku area. This year, last October, we released the Kanti game, the first edition, what is about cannabis. And we have started the official pilot project for the student journey and we have reached the Ministry of Social Affairs and Health of Finland. So the next step is meeting the ministry in next January to start the cooperation with the pilot project, where is our goal. And we have also started the globalization project by building our network and benchmarking the markets. So the revenue forecast here is the minimum sale goal that we have to reach the break even. So only for this year, we need to sell 35 supervisor accounts and 350 player accounts to reach the break even for this year. And for next year, if we want to have the founder crew in the payrolls when the expenses go higher, we need to sell at least 180 supervisor accounts and 1,800 player accounts for the first half a year. To me, that sounds doable. We are now raising 150K for the operating expenses for the end of the year and the first quarter of year 22, so that we can focus for the marketing and sales for the Kantti 1.0 and also for the company reform legal costs. Thank you and welcome to Build Future for our youth with us.
Thank you so much, Venla. Thank you. Let me ask you, in terms of market adoption, right?
Mm?
The problem is clear, but why the market should adopt your solution?
Because there isn't materials for schools. That's the reality. Well, there is materials that the teachers do by themselves by browsing materials from the internet and making PowerPoints about substances. That's a huge work. Also, with the services, there isn't this kind of like middle service between the working life and the first step when you are in your uh, like process of well-being. So like there needs to be new kind of employment services where it's realistic and you can reach the working markets, but still there's the support. But yeah, the lack of the material, that's the biggest reason.
So today, who is competing with you? Google
Yeah.
search?
Google readers and the teachers themselves. And as you see in the competitor slide, there's like few games and they are all done by university projects. So they've been done and no one is updating the materials. And they're these small 10-minute games.
Why are you using gaming?
Because that what interests youth. When we've been testing this among the students, uh, the kids really want to play and learn by the game. We did in the big test where we had more than 200 students playing the game, 81% said that they want to learn about the topic via game. And that's what we can like and to me my best result has been this kind of special class uh, with kids with ADHD or autism or some other things. So like they actually focus to the game, and that's why they learn via that. So it surprises me every time when I go to the class and test. I'm like, what? This is so cool. Yeah.
For gaming is what makes attracting for them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why they can use it.
Yeah.
But are you testing in schools now?
Yes, we are. And we are already distributing it to schools. So now we are doing the work to get the first official users. But we've been testing this in schools for the last 4 years. Since the day one, we went to schools and asked the idea.
But when we talk about youth, who are them? What's the age?
With our game, the target group is from 13 to 18 years old. So, mm, 7 to 9th graders here in Finland is the main target group.
But in terms of business model,
Mm?
who will pay for your service? The schools?
schools and other organizations. So it can be school, but it can also be, for example, youth center. It can be like this childcare center. Whoever works with youth and have organization where they need to do preventive substance work.
But they can adapt their contents, so they can ask you to create contents for them, or they can create themselves contents
Mm,
through you.
they would be asking us to make the content. So now the first edition is about cannabis, and we are already started the design of Kantti 2.0. But if there is big order for some topic, uh, we can also deliver that. For example, cybercrime is a huge problem. It's bigger problem than the drug crime. And I just had talk with a cybercrime police from Sweden, and he was very interested about this kind of educational content. So we have the game design where it's very scalable. It's a visual novel game with tasks, so we can fit whatever content to the visual novel.
This round is done for developing further the tech and start selling, I suppose.
Yeah.
What's your target? What investors you're looking for?
Well, at the moment, I'm looking for investor who can also bring a CFO skills for the company. That's something that I want to get into our team if it's an investor who wants to be active. Also, investors who understand the governmental sector and politics, because that's a huge field in our market. And also education technology or gaming technology. We are like in the between of education and gaming. So if it's from gaming industry but understand education, yeah. So these are like the qualification that I'm looking for investors and their interests, and an investor who wants to make impact in this world. This is a mission based company, so there needs to be that willingness to make an impact.
If I give you 20 seconds of creating your best elevator pitch to convince investors, how do you convince them why they should give you the money?
Because we are changing the world and we are saving people with our solution.
Well, thank you so much for coming to the Founder Talk. It's been a
Thank
great
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.